one has an interesting name. I'm gonna go with Siafu, one of those.
Siafu.
Pinkerton nice design, under 2.5 inches on the blade, 4.1 to be exact. And we do have a stone wash blade with D2 steel and a black and white G10 on the handle. So we're going a little bit, budget, premium budget, and then we got that mystery item we're gonna be checking out here in a second as well. It makes a lot of sense now. It's gonna be a fixed blade. We got a wiping cloth, we got some paperwork, and we got the sheath here and some silica candy. That's your unboxing experience in a nutshell. We'll come back to the sheath in a moment, but let's focus on the knife here. I'm gonna tell you right now, this is my kind of geometry right here. I absolutely dig it right off the bat. Oh man, nice little reverse tanto sheep's foot blade. Sign me up. We got the D2 steel. This one's not coated, so definitely one you want to take care of. You don't want to leave it soak wet for days. Come back to be disappointed to find some rust. I mean, this D2 is not going to be corrosion resistant or as corrosion resistant as other steels. So best to take care of it. Keep it clean after you use it. Right, just wipe it down, clean it, tap it dry, whatever the case is. Now, I do like the stone wash on it. It looks really, really nice. We have a very utilitarian blade here, great for utility cuts and draw cuts. I absolutely dig that. And we have a full tank construction going all the way around here. Good amount of jimping on the actual blade, I want to say, on the actual spine here, right? Check that out. Even in the handle section, right, kind of goes inward quite a bit, which is nice. It's going to be a solid, I want to say, 4-finger grip. I'm able to get all 4 fingers, right, in here. Obviously, kind of squeezing my fingers together, that is. It's going to be a smaller knife. I mean, there's no doubt about it. So a linear solution back there would definitely make a difference for my linear people. What's interesting about these G10 scales, so we got the black and white, which is nice. I like this pattern quite a bit. There's also, I want to see how I can angle it here so you guys can see. There's like little bumps, right? Like little speed bumps in a way on the handle, which actually gives nice little grooves for the fingers, kind of gives you additional grip, if you would. So if I put it kind of like that, you can see, right, all the different bumps and such. I've said this time and time again in different videos. I like that companies are kind of making G10 handles a little bit more interesting, right? Gone are the days, or at least for the most part, not as many companies are making boring G10 handles because that was the status quo, at least for the last, I don't know how many years, but at least now we're doing G10, which is a solid material, great for giving you a handle experience with awesome grip, long lasting at an affordable price, but just, make it interesting, or make it so that people are intrigued and want to pick it up and actually like what they're getting. So they're doing that here, and I absolutely dig it quite a bit. Now we do have a flat grind, like we said earlier. We have a nice little plunge grind situation here, which is good. Like that quite a bit. Should be able to sharpen this guy here without any issues for quite some time. Eventually, you might have to kind of make your own plunge grind up the blade as you sharpen this knife more and more, if anything. But yeah, this feels really good. This is very nice for what it is. I mean, again, the handle being a little bit on the shorter side, and that's obviously intentional with the overall design. It actually feels really, really nice. Very, very comfortable on hand, without a doubt. Now we got the sheath here, right? So let's go ahead and test it. All right, nice satisfying click going in. Then same thing going out. No rattle of any kind. That's not going anywhere. Requires a significant amount of pressure to pull out the knife, which is good. That's what you want. Then we got the clip here, which has a sort of 90-degree turn. I absolutely like this clip for that reason. On the fly, without having to fiddle around with screws or anything like that, you can make it so that now you are, you put this on your belt, now you are scout carrying or horizontal carrying, or you can put it on the side of your hip now, turn it around, and now you are vertical carrying. Pretty dope. It has a good amount of resistance to it. And if you do know you like a position more than another, you could just tighten it up, make it a little bit more solid, rigid on that given position. But even as it is, very nice and easy to turn it around and make it one or the other orientation. Whatever you want to do for the day, pretty much. Got a little bit of a draining hole there. We have the same distance here to here or there, right? So you can move the whole clip around a step forward, or you could even mount it here, right in the front, if you want to go that route. So you could mess around with it, experiment. Definitely got those options for sure, and it's a solid build there, to say the least, sheath-wise.